Hey guys, it's Mike from Baltimore Rides. Let me get my other earpiece in here. Just touching base. It is Tuesday. I think it's the 28th today. I'm not really sure what day of the month it is. But a couple little things. I am still struggling with editing and figuring out what I'm going to do with these GoPro videos. And kind of based on the feedback that I'm getting from my passengers, the thought is that I might only use it for emergencies, because a couple people, one, two, maybe three people so far have raised the, is that a camera? Are you recording? With a kind of negative tone. Is that allowed? That kind of nonsense. So I've done my homework. Uber is definitely allowing you to record. Uber says know the regulations and the legalities of it in your state and local area. However, Uber gives you full permission and actually recommends that you record your passengers. So, that being said, here's where it gets tricky for us Maryland Uber drivers. Maryland falls under two different categories of a video recording and audio recording law, which I want to say is something like the Surveillance and Wiretapping Act or some bizarre nonsense like that. I don't remember the exact name. I've done a lot of reading into it, and the most recent interpretations, based on some legal lawsuits that have come through, one involving a police officer with a body camera, and another one prior to that, and then also a lawsuit that's taking place elsewhere in the country for the Taco Bell executive who got into a fight with an Uber driver. The Uber driver was recording, unbeknownst to the Taco Bell CEO, and now the CEO is suing him because he felt that because it was without his permission. So here's what I know in Maryland. Audio is the big deal. Taxi cabs, and perhaps, because ride-sharing is so new, that it's open to a little bit of judge's interpretation, but ride-sharing vehicles, TNC vehicles, and taxi cabs are treated as a place of business, and as such fall under the public domain CCTV policy, where just like when you walk into Walmart or Nordstrom's or the pharmacy or the gas station, there's cameras everywhere. They're recording you. They're only recording video, but they're doing it for safety and security purposes. And it's known, no one from Target walks up to you and says, "Hi, ma'am, you're being recorded today. Is that okay?" There's cameras everywhere. So if a ride-sharing vehicle, while being used for the purpose of work, falls under that umbrella, then video is not the issue. Audio is the issue. And the most recent interpretations I think I understand, I'm no lawyer, but just using my brain, is that a ride-sharing vehicle is a public place. It's not a place where there's a reasonable expectation of privacy. For one, any conversation you hold with the other passengers, you're also including a complete stranger, me, the driver. So you're not really in a private place. You are in a public place of some such or another. So it's just like the body camera issue with the police officer and the person who sued the police department because the audio pickup from the body camera invaded his personal privacy. It's a gray area, and a lot of judges right now are leaving that open to interpretation based on misuse. So that being said, for safety and security purposes, I feel like I'm in a very comfortable place recording. However, for the purposes of using those videos to create blooper reels or YouTube adventure type stuff, which other riders or drivers are doing, I'm a little bit on the fence on that in terms of, is that a viable option? I'm not going to lie. I want to. I think it would be great. But I think I need to do some things differently to do that. And one suggestion I saw on the internet from another Uber driver was to post some sort of sticker on the window of the vehicle that passengers can clearly see that says, this vehicle uses video and audio recording for safety and security purposes. By accepting this ride, you authorize this vehicle to record you, or something to that effect. I have the wording of it somewhere saved, but I don't remember it in detail. So that might be all it takes. Is it going to be a conversation starter? Sure. Am I going to be talking about cameras a lot? Yes. I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss it with riders when they get in the vehicle, kind of like just what I do with the whole BARF situation. You know, hey, just want to let you know you're being recorded today for safety and security purposes. If you have a problem with that, I'll be happy to turn the camera off. However, if something were to happen that I feel the need to record for my safety and security, I will do so. And I think if I disclaim that, whether it be verbally or whether I post something somewhere in the vehicle, you know, that's the next step I want to take. And then, you know, my hesitation to go and order window stickers, you know, permanent window stickers, and just slap them on the minivan is that, you know, my real goal here is in the next 30 to 45 days to get a more fuel economical vehicle. And I don't want to go sticking permanent stickers all over my glass windows of my minivan. And then I got to take razor blades and scratch that shit off and, pardon my language, and really go through a headache to take them off, but then reorder more. So kind of in a holding pattern with video. I am recording, I'm saving them, but I don't really know how I want to do that. And you know, there's software out there that allows me to blur people's faces to ensure their privacy. So I've got to do some more digging into that. I'm not going to lie. Before I feel like that's something I can do, I want to make sure that all my bases are covered, and I'm not putting my foot in the fire. So that's where we're going to go with that. But for a safety and security only, if you were just using it to make sure that you know, aggressive passenger or, you know, destructive passenger or somebody that barfs or whatever, if you're just using it for those purposes, in Maryland, it sounds like it's very much viable and legal to do so. Audio is where it gets tricky. I would want to record audio because a lot of times the rudeness and the conversations that lead up to something exploding and going bad are very telling. So I think audio is necessary, not just video, especially at night where visibility is an issue in most vehicles. Speaking of that, I am looking into some rope LED lighting. Again, I really don't want to make investments and permanently manipulate my vehicle if it's not going to be the vehicle I'm using for Uber in 45 days. So I've got the ideas rattling around in my head. I think I know how I'm going to do it. I've definitely done the research in terms of the electrical wiring and whatnot. It's just a matter of I'm waiting to hear back from Exchange Leasing, and if that doesn't go through, then I'm waiting to hear back from a dealership that I've dealt with in the past. So we'll cross those bridges when we get there. Just wanted to post this video. It is Tuesday. Like I said, again, I took yesterday off to be with the kids and hang out and do some stuff with them. TriStar Martial Arts in Eldersburg is amazing. My son goes to karate there, and I did a buddy day with him, so I was able to participate in his class with him like a student. I'll tell you what, man, it's not easy doing martial arts. For a guy like me, it is not easy. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to let you guys go, and happy Ubering. And once again, it's Mike from Baltimore Rides. Catch you later.